Well, hi there. Today we'll be talking about how to maintain style with all these weight gains and weight changes. So join me after this and we'll dig into it. Well, hello and welcome to the Black Swan Relationship Academy here on YouTube. My name is Unique Subanda and I am your head coach and your style concierge here at this amazing channel, the Black Swan Relationship Academy. And welcome to another week and another Friday where we talk about your style and the ever changing bodies that we own. These female bodies of ours just do somersaults on us sometimes. And how do you manage that? How do you deal with that? But before I go into today's topic, do like, comment, share. We're also doing a little something this week going into April, as it is the first day of April. We are gonna be giving you 30% off any of my discovery calls, as well as any of the products that you book with me, be it a day with me where you get to spend a day with me in London and we arrange a photo shoot for you. Obviously we would have spoken online before we do this, so have a look at all the links in my description box and you will be getting 30% off for the next 7 days, right up until the 7th of April. We'll be doing that as well for the rest of April. And so much is going on at the moment, even within the Black Swan Relationship Academy, the All Access Pass. You'll get to really see all of the coaches. So do join us on Swan City, where we'll all be going full force, having some discussions coming on live. Just a whole lot of fun going on. And if you have any questions, we will also be doing some Q&A sessions, and feel free to post your questions right here in the comments so that we can answer them on a public forum. That is, if you don't mind your questions being read out. If you'd like to remain anonymous, that is good too. We can do that. So let's get back into today's topic. So I had to kind of really come from, I don't want to say an authentic place, but I want to come from a truthful place for you for this week, because this is something I am still currently dealing with, and sometimes it's just easier to talk when you're within that moment than trying to postpone it and then talk about it later. So I've had a bit of a weight gain over the past 3 months. And remember in March I said I was going to go swimming, and I did go swimming. I still am swimming. I'm loving it. But for some reason, I've just started gaining weight. And in all the right places. Some a little wrong. But is there ever a wrong place to gain weight, really? That's where the weights want to go. So how do I then adjust my style to suit? So I've had an issue with things just being a little too snug and a little too, because there's always a borderline between sexy and the other word, slutty. So we're always playing a balance as a lady in between those two spaces, that you still want to remain sexy and look good, but when you start to gain weight, there are certain things that you just don't, it just doesn't feel comfortable anymore. So I had to have a talking with myself. I honestly had to have a talking with myself, because it started to bother me. It started to bother my confidence. It started to bother the way I was showing up, the way I was walking. And I noticed I just wasn't putting that much effort anymore. So I really had to deal with that. But first of all, I realized that it was really a mindset thing. My confidence should never, ever, ever be attached to my weight. My confidence should be attached in the authentic, unique that resides and live within this encapsulation, within this version of who I am right now. I really had to have a sit down and a talk with myself about how Just because I've gained weight, it does not mean that I'm not beautiful anymore. Just because I've gained weight, it does not mean that I still can't look good. So before we even go into the dressing part, I had to address the mindset behind it, because we can put icing on it, honey. We'll even put a cherry over cake that does not even deserve it. It is really like that. That is what the mindset is about, because that is where everything starts. Because out of your heart will flow the issues of your heart, will flow the issues of your mind, will flow the issues of your soul and your spirit. So really, we always have to be mindful that it's a mindset thing. Remember the affirmations that I gave you some time ago about owning your body, because look, I'm going to be 44 soon, and my body is just going through changes, like natural changes that I have absolutely no control over. I am learning that there's certain foods that I now have to either cut out or add to my diet. And it's those constant changes, which I think that is why life is so beautiful. We are never assured of a mundane and boring life, unless if we want to make it boring. The truth is, even your own body is going to have changes that will change how you do things. I noticed that I just have to walk slower down the stairs or else. And I'm starting to notice just different things of how I wear. I can't wear my skinny jeans anymore because they just don't sit right, and there's a bit of an overlap. So I've really been on an investigation thing where I'm looking for different types of Spanx or Skims or different things that can hold my body together a little bit more to give the smooth lines. I still want to go on dates, I still want to look attractive, and I still want to maintain a sense of style. So after dealing with my mindset, as we do, I have then decided now to start to look a little bit more at the things that do work, for me. The floral patterns at the top, because I'm slightly smaller at the top and big at the bottom. So all of these things I've had to really rejig and had to learn that my style is not always going to be uniform. It's not always gonna be the same. So I had to go back to the drawing board and start thinking again, what do I want to look like? Who do I want to look like? Who do I want to be? The most authentic version of myself that needs to show up. And I literally just came up with most of the things that I used to wear a lot more tighter. I now loosen them up a little bit, because again, I can sew, so I can take in and take out seams. I tend to go for a more cleaner look now, because normally florals and color and all of that kind of really enhance different parts of your body, and learning to knowing where to place certain things. We talk about this a lot as well in the All Access Pass, and we also talk about style and how to put things together so that you can actually define your style. And as much as we love to define style, I always like to say it's never definitive. We can never box ourselves. 1 minute I will love to look like Beyonce. The next minute I want to do a Kelly Rowland, because I like that look and that natural hair look, and kind of move away from different looks. And that is okay, to accept that we could always want to be different looks at any time, and that's okay. So the next thing I want to talk about is really how to adjust what you already have so that it can fit your style and you become more comfortable. And this is really more about the affirmations that we say to ourselves and the confidence that we feed to ourselves each and every day. It may seem like something so simple. Within the Swan Nation All Access Pass, I always tell the ladies, go in front of a mirror, have a full-length mirror. Every Black Swan needs a full-length mirror, or else we'll just kick you out. Yeah, I'm joking, but every Black Swan needs a full-length mirror, because you need to see all of you. So the issue with sometimes when we gain weight, we start to only want to see this top half, and we only look at ourselves in small mirrors. What you need to see is the whole of you. So anyway, before I go any further, I'm just going to talk a little bit more about the Swan Nation All Access Pass, and have a listen to what Chengi has to say, and I will be right back.
The guys you want don't want you, and the ones you don't want simply won't leave you alone. They say you are picky and have impossible standards. Your partner has lost attraction for you and you have no idea if he will stay or progress the relationship. The harder you try, the further he pulls away. You are starting to think you are cursed, that there's something fundamentally wrong with you. The truth is, you are not uniquely broken. You are simply ill-informed, uneducated, and ill-equipped. All the things that can be fixed. I am offering you an all-access pass into the Black Swan Nation, where you will receive access to all of the courses, mentoring and coaching calls. We are also offering a 100% no quibble money back guarantee if the academy isn't a fit for you. What are you waiting for? Get smart, be educated, and level up. Do it absolutely right now by clicking the link below.
As I was saying, within the Swan Nation all access pass, once you join, you have access to some videos I did a while back where we talk about style, what kind of things to wear. There is a lot of sessions where I talk about the affirmations and standing and learning to love yourself again. It's a continuous journey. I don't like the weight I've gained, but that does not mean I stop loving myself. I continue to love myself with all the changes. And the one thing I'm also learning is to be compassionate. Be compassionate with the changes with yourself. If your friend was stood in front of you and you've noticed that they've gained weight, you would not berate her the way you berate yourself. You would never talk to her the way you talk to yourself. So be compassionate with how you look and how you feel, because we need to accept those things. There's also a psychological thing that happens because there's a lot of things that we carry mentally, and it really depends on where they settle in our bodies. So sometimes weight gain is all about really things that we haven't dealt with, and it's more like a representation of the burdens we are carrying with us, the burdens we are carrying around. And it's really a matter of shifting your perspective, your spiritual goals, your spiritual mindset, so that you are able to deal with the manifestations of whatever is happening in your mind. If you feel sometimes you are burdened, what then happens? You're stressed out, you eat more, or you stop eating, or you junk out, or you do like foods that you know are not good for you, which I know I have done. There's a lot that was happening over January, February, March, April, May, and yes, I did have a bit too much caramel salted ice cream, even though I was going swimming in the evenings. There were certain things I was doing. A lot of things changed, even with my sleep pattern. So it's again owning that you're in a space where you are changing and accepting it, right? I'm not going to be saying, okay, no, you need to start changing your jackets and wear this. It's really all about your inner peace. Once all of that is sorted, then you need to call me so we can go shopping, honey, for your new wardrobe. Anyway, so it's the truth, right? Then you can call me, we can go shopping, we can do all of that for your new wardrobe. But all I'm really saying is I want you to focus on your inner work first before we start changing the wardrobe. Because if you are in denial about the weight changes and the weight gain, you are not going to accept that you're no longer a size 10, 8, 12, and you're now really a 14, 16, 18 in my case. It's going to be hard to accept that. It's going to be hard to go into a shop and see the label and actually get into it, right? So I want you to get to a point where you look at your mindset, you look at the way you look at clothes and you feel in your clothes. Make sure when you walk out, you feel good about you before the clothes even come on, before the Spanx even come on. Love your rolls, love your folds, because honey, ain't nothing like somebody who's got folds because they've got something to grab on to. On that note, I'm going to leave you right here. And if it really bothers you so much that you're now a size 18, cut the label out. Then you don't have to see it. Simple, right? Do like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's have a conversation about the changes that we have within our bodies, because there is so much. I was going to go into hormonal changes as well, which I've been experiencing, and the need to always check up with your GP. But do leave a comment in the comment section. Ask questions as well about what you are going through, and I should be able to cover your question in either the question and answer section that we'll be doing with Chengi on Monday, or we could just do a video for you right here and I'll be able to answer them for you. Do join us on Swan City, and also note that Chengiz Angels is closing for good. Sorry. In the migration over to Black Swan Relationship Academy, we have decided that everything is going to be Black Swan Universe, and Chengiz World unfortunately has grown up, has become a Black Swan. So we are going to be closing that group. So if you're still joining Chengiz Angels, be sure to join Swan City, because as of the 31st, that group has been closed. So in the meantime, if you're not joining the All Access Pass, I will be seeing you on Swan City. And do remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make a comment in the comment section. Let's have a conversation of how are you dealing with your style situations. And I'll see you on another video in a short while. You be good to you.